Hi my angels and devils and all who may wonder here, it is Amanda Christina and I have my first 200 things challenge things, or 3 technically I guess. Now I did not buy anything extra to go in these. I still have to buy 1 thing of copy paper, but I have it on my list for when I run out. Just finances at the moment and just trying to do other things, so I'm not going to stress about it right now, but I know it's there and it's accounted for. You know it's accounted for. Yes, and I may not end up needing it, so I thought I'd just wait and see. Other than that, I know I'm going to need tape because I am down to my last 4 rolls. I cannot believe how fast I am chewing through tape. So the first 2 projects are, this is a Spider-Man mini album and card for my sister's fiance Christopher, or Chris. Chris is from England and unfortunately he goes home so very soon, and I feel like I've barely seen him this trip. I think I've seen him 3 times if you include tomorrow and my niece's wedding and Christmas. So yeah, I have barely seen Chris. Unfortunately, it's just the way it's worked out. I've been sick, they've been busy, and yeah. So tomorrow we're doing an early 40th birthday for him because he will be in England when he turns 40. So this is a surprise party. So this is just the card. Now this cardstock came from Miri. As you can see, it's the green I ended up using on the outside because this image covered it all. This image is so beautiful. I just didn't want to do anything too much to it, so I just added the happy birthday and I put the red colour, the Spider-Man red, on the inside because I just thought that would be way cooler. And I will write in that in a bit. Now this is the mini album. I do need to fix a little bit of the washi tape on it. But basically, this image, a friend of mine bought me a Marvel comic book pack last year, and I have to admit I'm over halfway through all the paper in it because it is really cool. And this was one of the images on the corner of one of the papers. It's got Spidey up the top, and I just really loved this old world look. So this is why the mini album is this size. This album style is something I've created. I don't know if other people have done it. They may well have, but this is my design based on sort of the albums I've been doing lately, but a little bit different. So the first thing you see is there was this gorgeous sort of comic book paper, and it was a 12 by 12 piece, and I cut it down. So there's like, it came with stickers, and I didn't use the alphabets though, but like, see, so I used this little Spider-Man across this tag because it's Spider-Man colours. I did some just plain black stitched edge tags which I got from the place we shall not name, but you can kind of just see there's like a little Spider-Man there, like Spider-Man head there, and then just some of the comic book paper, and they all just tuck in to this little space here which I created using the little comic piece. And then this one, this was so full, I just didn't know what to do with it, so I just left it as it is, and I will show you the photo mats in a minute. Each of them has like a little pocket where you can put a photo mat. Then we have this one which has just the little flip up, so if you want to put a photo here and a photo here or whatever you want to do with it, and I just added a couple of little stickers, same here, just some stickers. And then this little one with I think it's Poison Ivy, I might be wrong, I'm not sure who the villain is, I'm not up on Spider-Man, I'm sorry. And I just covered this tag, which is just the black tag, in the comic book sort of paper and put a sticker on it. And then this one, if you look really closely, you can see the Marvel comics and the M for Marvel, and I just thought that was a really cool sort of way of putting it together, and then they just pop into that. I just thought this paper had a kind of gritty kind of, it just reminded me of Spider-Man, one of the Spider-Man movies, so I used it. Then we have like the traditional Spidey blue and a sticker here. This is done by magnets. This little image was just, I really loved it, but it was just too long and I didn't want to cut it down, so I just turned it into a little flip with a magnetic closure. I honestly didn't do a lot of magnets in this. This was done over about 3 hours this evening, just trying to get it done because I need it for tomorrow. So there's this, another little flip spot, there's 3 little bits to the album as is. Then there's this tuck spot, which is another long piece of comic book paper, and I've just tucked 2 photo mats in, mostly because my sister crafts, so if they want more photo mats, I know she will make Christopher more photo mats, and she may even have some Spider-Man stuff. So this, I'm so bummed I'm out of this paper. I love this so much. This is the comic book paper, one of the comic book papers that it has in the pack, so I've just used some of the comic book paper to make a tag. And these have to be, you have to tuck these right in, otherwise they stick up. This is just a leftover bit of comic book paper and one of the bits that I cut from in so that you can pull your photo mounts out. And this was another bit from the comic book paper, and I absolutely love how that turned out. So I was lucky I found the right blue in my stash and just went for it and cut out a whole heap of tags. I still have a few extras. I'm just trying to make sure I tuck this down properly, and then at the back, which is probably one of my favorite touches because this is my new favorite die, it says, "This is all I could afford," and then it's got another the sort of the last of the comic bits. Then we have our photo mats for this, and this took about 4 to 5 sheets of cardstock all up. I do have offcuts though, so I probably have about half a sheet or more in offcuts. Or probably about, yeah, like, but there were bits that were just too small to use or weren't the right size. So again, I've just used that paper that has the different comic characters, masks and stuff, and that's just a plain, what's the one? This one has 3 little tags, and what I did is that sticker with the Marvel comic, like the old school Marvel comic thing, oh, there's Spidey hidden down there and up there, I just put onto a piece of the other paper that I'd been using, and then I'd already cut out the tag, so I just added some more of that, a different one of the comic book papers. I'm kind of bummed that I'm pretty much out of all these comic papers at the moment because I really loved using them. I really enjoyed having this in my stash. There's still a bit more to use up, but then, so there's that one, and then that just opens up like that. Then you have this one, and it can open up like that, or like that. I literally found that as I was packing everything up and went, I don't want to waste that one piece of, so that is the Spider-Man album, and that was all made from my stash, no new things. Oh, maybe cardstock. I think I got that from Spotlight a while back when American Crafts was cheap, so I have done a Spotlight order or 2 where I haven't shown you because I keep putting everything away. Sorry. Usually I do share. So this one, I challenged myself. Like, I used my cardstock. I may have used 1 or 2 little things from my stash, but I really challenged myself. Now, this is for Miri Bluebeard for her cat Malkovich. I really challenged myself to use mostly only what was in the stuff she sent me. There was 8 sheets of cat paper, then I added these to cover the album with. I added the thin chipboard and the paper, but there's not a lot you'll see that I have added. So we have these blue flowers, and yes, I'm going to add some bling to the center, and then I left that blank because I thought you could put a photo of Malkovich on it, on the cover, and then you open it up, and I've just put the leftover stickers and things back in here, because then she can add photos or whatever she wants to this pocket, but because she'll be adding her own photos and that, I wanted her to have some bits that she could embellish with. Then we have this, which is, I kind of went a little magnet crazy in this, I'm not gonna lie. I have been enjoying using magnets. So this is magnetic, and you open it up. This border was made with one of the punches she gave me. It's a really fancy punch, and what I did was I punched along and just pulled off the other side, so you got this really nice sort of edge, and I just thought that would be a bit of fun. So then you have this envelope, which is from my stash, I'll admit that, and then I just created a little fun cute journaling tag with just an offcut of the paper, and I just rounded the edges just to give it that nice sort of journaling tag look, and that just goes in here. So she can put a little bit of hidden journaling about Malky or playing with Malky, and then there's a nice photo mat, and then there's journaling, another spot for photos. Now, when I spoke to Miri about this, she did tell me that she had loads of photos of Malkovich, and I sort of hadn't added loads of photo spots. Oh, well, there are the photo mats that are in the pockets, like this one, which says Cat's Love, and then it's just got a little... So I have put pockets in all of these. like photo mats, but I also did this little mini album where there is a ton of space for small photos, and this was made using the scraps. I think I discovered a 6-inch piece of paper after I had done it, maybe. No, or did I use it up? I don't remember. I know I pretty much used every piece of the 8 pieces of paper I had. So then there's just this pocket here, and it's just a diagonal pocket I created. Those are just rub-ons, which I really like the rub-ons on this paper. It looks really pretty. Then we have this photo mat, and I just kept the photo mats fairly simple, and that was just using up some of the offcuts, and then just, you know, so Miri can add photos. It's so hard. I have someone I adore called Mary Amber and Miri Bluebeard, and I keep going to call her Bluebird. I'm so sorry, Miri. So then there's this one with just like, again, another simple spot. Then there's this one that lifts up and is magnetic, has a journaling spot, space for a photo there that says cute kitty, and again, me and my magnets. Then we come over here and we have a gatefold that opens up, and there's a little bit of journaling space, and there's a space for a nice big photo or some, like a photo collage, and photo here, smaller photo here. So I just thought that was really cool. Then you've got this little one. Now this is a little bit different. This I was going through, and as I said, I was trying to use the stickers, the rub-ons, the flowers that went with this that I had received from Miri. So this little book is a little bit different. It has a half-page pocket here. So if Miri wants to hide some journaling or something in it, she can, or she can put some little trinkets, and then it's just more small photo. Oh, I did that washi tape is mine as well. That didn't come from Miri. But as you can see, I like the basic gist of this is that I have used mostly things that there are a couple of things in here that are mine. Okay, so this is, I just cut up a little page pocket thing for the trading cards. I just thought that would be nice for Miri to have if she just wanted to have some photos, and if she wanted to put one in her wallet or something. Now the tags are mine, so I did some tags that she could journal on, and I used the rub-ons and some of the paper, and I think they turned out super cute. I really like these tags. I love that little mouse. I'm honestly, for something that I couldn't go wild on my stash with, that was the hard part for me, was not being able to go wild in my stash. Now this goes back here, and then, oh, I've probably skipped a couple of photo mats, haven't I? Okay, so there's this photo mat, which I kind of really like how that turned out. And I just put Malky, which is Malkovich's nickname, and then just hearts. So I have been making sure that there's there's 4 pages in this, and all 4 pages have a photo mat in them. And then this one has just some more paper and just like the My Love. A lot of the sayings in the stickers and stuff were very repetitive is what I found, but I think that is very much old school scrapbooking as well. Like, they often have very repetitive things. And then this one I was really happy with. Like, this I made a little flip up, and then you flip these up, and Miri can put little photos of Malkovich and her, or, you know, Malkovich at play, Brendan and Malkovich, whatever she wants. And that is it. That is my, I should have said, Miri, look away, because, yes, this is my first 2 things in the 100 Things Challenge. So I'm pretty pleased with how these turned out. I'm ready to get going on this challenge now. I am ready to create things, but, oh my gosh, I wish summer would end already. God, I hate summer with a passion. Oh. I wanted to come on and do this now because I want to send Miri's album to her next week, and I also have to give the Spider-Man album out tomorrow, so I will hopefully get this up for my Saturday video and hope that Miri doesn't watch it. Is that terrible? Or warn her not to. Anyway, let me know below what you're crafting. Let me know what you thought of what I've created from what I had. I kind of, yeah, the Spider-Man album just happened. It kind of just, I was going to make a card and I cut up all this stuff and suddenly I was making an album. It did take a few hours. Not going to lie, like even just getting the basic of it, probably, yeah, it took a good 4 or 5 hours, not 2 or 3 when I think about it. I think the decorating took 2 or 3. Anyway, I hope you're well. I hope you're having fun. Stay cool wherever you are. And remember, as always, you are incredible. You are amazing. But most importantly of all, you truly do matter. I love you all. Bye.